sa panahon ni Trump, pagkaupo pa lang niya, pagka-swear niya as the president of the current president of the United States, sinabi niya this will end. The weaponization of the justice system will end, and he will make it sure that people of different faith will be able to practice their faith in the United States. So may ganun siyang pronouncement na I think this is a good step. This is a very positive step. Hopefully, this kind of policy of Trump will continue until the end of his administration. At kung magkakaroon pa ng pagkakataon siyang to seek re-election, it will continue. Kasi this is really a good step. It's the essence of democracy. In a democratic country, people of different faith should be respected.
Marami pong mga bagay na mga hakbang na ginawa po ang Trump administration na marahil makaka-relate ang mga taga-Pilipinas kasi isa sa mga naging biktima rin dito yung KOJC. At yung pagsasalarawan ni Senator Holly, ito yung mga nangyari dito sa KOJC na merong mga espiya nang recruit sila dito sa Tagaloob at yun na ang nangyari. Nakita natin ngayon kung ano yung mga grabe karumaldumal na ginawa nila na mga pang-aakusa, no? Yung mga description talaga na nangyari, hindi lang ito nangyari sa KOJC, pati sa marami daan-daan palang mga simbahan. At sa pronouncement po ni US President Donald Trump, ihihinto niya na ito. Anong nakikita mo dito, Prof? Kasi ito rin yung pattern na nangyayari din na nakikita natin, na obserba din natin dito sa ating bansang Pilipinas, Prof.
I think ito ay parang corrective measures. Ang ano kasi ni Trump, isa sa kanyang mga initial executive orders at saka policy ng kanyang administration in the next coming 4 years kasi ang kanyang magiging first, yung kanyang administration. Ngayon na ano na siya, officially, he is the current president of the United States. Ito ay parang corrective measures na sinasabi nga niya na we will end the weaponization of the Department of Justice. So parang corrective measures to sa naging polisiya ng dating administration ni Biden. Kasi nga naman, totoo nga naman, ang sinasabi nga niya doon sa speech niya na ang sinasabi niya, people of different faith will have freedom. Parang you will be liberated. Parang ganun ang message niya sa lahat ng Amerikano na kung saan mayroong iba-ibang klaseng paniniwala at religious practices. So ito ay isa sa mga importante at I think pinalakpakan na mga corrective measures na sinasabi ni Trump na deviating from the policies of the previous administration. Na for me, the way I see it, is a very good it's a positive and a welcome development, and it's a positive step towards alam mo yung reducing or even eliminating to a greater extent yung mga discrimination against religious groups, not just the Catholic Church but even many religious groups including yung KOJC. Kasi from what I know, during Biden administration, KOJC really has been pinned down. Hindi lang ito nung panahon kasi ni Biden, hindi lang ang filing of cases against Pastor Kibuloy and other members of the church ninyo ng KOJC, pero alam ko rin from what I've heard and what I have checked that yung mga churches ng KOJC din ay parang nire-raid nila without even asking for permission or hindi nga ini-inform ang churches ninyo sa United States, pero nire-raid ng walang pakundangan lang ng FBI or security forces na kung saan it inflicts some kind of fear, and it is really against what you call American, the American democracy that, America is very much proud of it. During Biden administration, parang hindi ganun ang nangyari. At many of these, not only actually religious groups, but even people of colors na nakaramdam sila ng oppression. Na ang instrument of this oppression are actually security forces. Ang iba naman ay, nagre-recruit sila ng spy within the church, nagko-co-op sila ng ibang members of the church to go against other members of the church or the leadership of the church. So maraming nangyaring ganun. Na ngayon, sa panahon ni Trump, pagkaupo pa lang niya, pagka-swear niya as the president of the current president of the United States, sinabi niya this will end. The weaponization of the justice system will end, and he will make it sure that people of different faith will be able to practice their faith in the United States. So may ganun siyang pronouncement na I think this is a good step. This is a very positive step. Ang panahon kasi ni Biden, mirror image ng nangyayari sa Pilipinas. Kasi as you can see, in the Philippines, ginagamit din ang ating justice, well, I'm sorry to the DOJ, but it's very much evident that you are also being weaponized against those people who are critical, or organization, including religious group like KOJC, who have been critical of the administration, especially kung may mga nagagawang hindi okay or may mali na nakikita ang administration. Well, it's very obvious na ang DOJ din natin is being used and weaponized against the critics of the current administration of Bongbong Marcos. So it's a mirror image of that kind of policy in the United States during Biden's administration. Pero kasi ngayon, the Biden administration have ended. The Biden administration ended already. So mayroon kang bagong administration that is Trump, na we're expecting na hopefully this kind of policy of Trump will continue until the end of this administration. At kung magkakaroon pa ng pagkakataon siyang to seek re-election, it will continue. Kasi this is really a good step. It's the essence of democracy. In a democratic country, people of different faith should be respected, should be able to practice their own religion or religious practices without intimidation coming from security forces, especially kung gobyerno pa ang gumagawa niyan. But sad to say, in our current situation in the Philippines, hindi ganon. Because we still have the same leadership and of Bongbong Marcos, and I think this practice of weaponization of the justice system, of the security forces in our country will especially against the critic, especially the hardcore critics of the current administration, will still be will go on unless there is a change in policy, unless the current administration would wake up, or unless there's a change in leadership. Kasi ganun talaga ang sitwasyon ng Pilipinas right now. Yun ang aking tingin.